Alright, pretty sure everyone here has done something bad once in your lifetime. I've done a lot of bad things. According to Anton Franz, he quotes, "It is human nature to think wisely and act foolishly." Not too long ago, about 3 days ago, I got a ticket for using my phone. I knew it was the wrong thing to do, especially when I keep looking around and looking for a cop, looking through my rear mirror. He pulled me over, and even though I knew I was wrong, I tried to make up a lie saying that I was just checking the time. He didn't buy it. So I got a ticket. I don't even know how much it's going to be, like 160 or something like that. But according to this quote, I agree with it, because usually, pretty sure throughout the whole day, people think about doing the right thing. But they seem to do the wrong thing, like even people that smoke, throwing cigarette butts like out the window from their car, trash. I mean, I've done it a couple times. Yeah. Also, I agree with this quote because it goes through like regular life, even raising kids. I know parents, sometimes they make a mistake, one or two, knowing that no one's looking. In their minds, everything seems to be like, oh, no one's gonna find out. But even though you know it's wrong, I mean, you do sometimes you do wrong, but in your mind, you think you're doing the right thing. So yeah, I agree with Spoke, and yeah.
All right, David, I like the attention device. I think you could use the phone story also, or you could save the phone story for after and use it in as one of your supporting points. You kind of have two attention devices, and it's okay, like I said, because I did think you gave us a good point of view on your thesis. You have a very clear thesis as a consequence. What you don't have is a structure that you set up for us at the beginning. Now, I think while you're speaking, you think of a couple of things to talk about, and you mentioned, smoking and parenting as a couple of illustrations, and then the smoking thing kind of also turns into some other things that people do, like throwing trash out and that kind of stuff. You got to think of those things ahead of time so that they're in your head. You know that's your structure, and then when you're talking, you've already got that idea in your head. What you're going to add at that point is the details of those stories. I'm not a smoker, but I'm afraid I have tossed stuff out of the window. I knew it was the wrong thing to do. Just like the cell phone thing, when I was looking for the cops afterwards, I said, oh, I could have put that in a garbage can. Why did I think throwing my gum out the window was the right thing to do? And I felt bad about it. But let me tell you, every time I step in on a piece of gum on the sidewalk or when I'm crossing the street, I think, what kind of idiot would do that? And then I remember, oh yeah, that would be me. you know, that sort of thing. And, so, and then you can come up with the detail a little bit because you've already got the example in your head. You know that's there, and now you're not struggling to come up with the example. You're just trying to fill in some details, and I think that that would give you a chance to do a little bit more content-wise. So the content doesn't develop quite as much as it could, but I thought you had a couple of good ideas there. Now, on the presentation, your voice is fine. There's pretty good variety there. I think maybe a little bit more energy would be okay. I think you've got some nervous footwork going on. I know that you want to be involved and you're trying to kind of address everybody, but it's a little excessive. I think you're doing it too much. It's not like you're moving purposely from one point to the next and addressing the audience as a consequence. It just feels like not quite the caged tiger sort of thing, but you're ambling in front of the audience instead of being purposeful about it. When you watch it, I think you'll see a little bit of what I'm talking about. Your expressions could be a little bit more animated. The exit basically sounds like you kind of give up on the speech, and I think you've got a good thesis. Just come back to that thesis and say, you know what, and I think unfortunately it is true that sometimes we're smart enough to know when we're doing something stupid, but that doesn't keep us from doing the stupid thing anyway. And finish with a line like that and you'll be fine. All right, thank you.